So for those who don't know, Vince Staples had a show called The Vince Staples Show on Netflix. It did very well in season one, and then it got canceled. Or rather, it was said that it would not be renewed. And Vince Staples fans and supporters took to the internet to rally behind Vince Staples.
There were two
And
seasons.
in that, I'm sorry?
There were two seasons.
I know. I'm
Oh,
I'm about to get to the second season.
oh, my apologies. I didn't realize.
It's okay. After the first season, they did not want to renew it, is what I'm saying. And so Vince Staples fans took to the internet. They rallied behind Vince Staples. They spoke out against it, and they demanded a second season. And so the second season happened. And now, unfortunately, they are saying that the Vince Staples show is officially canceled. This says Netflix has officially canceled the Vince Staples show due to low ratings. This comes from Black Culture News via Deadline. It says Netflix believes the Vince Staples show never found a wide audience because it never charted on Netflix weekly top 10. Yet it was well received by critics and audiences, scoring 94% with critics and 88% with viewers on Rotten Tomatoes. That's it. That's the post.
Well, that's unfortunate. I've
It
never seen it.
sucks.
I'll be honest,
Mm-hmm.
but I heard lots of good things. People said they loved it.
Yeah, I've only heard good things, but what I've heard has been from the internet. I have never seen it. I don't know anyone personally who's seen it. What I have heard is that it's very creative and he has a lot of creative control in the show, which is why I believe the show does not exist anymore. I believe that Netflix is too powerful today. We talk about the same people who are wrapping up a deal where they're buying Warner Brothers. They don't want a black kid from California who's outspoken having his own show
Mm-hmm.
where he's got all the creative control or a large portion of the creative control. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. On top of that, we ain't wanted to have a second season, but this nigga got enough fans for us to have to do a second season. So, all right, we gave you a second season, and now that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I look at it. That's my take. I think Netflix was like, "Hey, we gave them what they wanted, and now fuck off."
Yeah, I could see that. I would go a little bit deeper also and say that I think this is something that people have complained about before with um, with Netflix specifically, but also maybe some of the other streamers. But Netflix has a specific way about them where they will help to make things, and then they won't say that it's a limited run, but they'll almost treat it like it's a limited run.
Mm-hmm.
There's shows that I guess would be considered niche that have come out and people have loved for one
Mm-hmm.
season, and Netflix has just made it disappear. It's almost like they treat certain types of programming or programming made by certain types of people like it's only meant to be temporary. They treat it like occasion or holiday programming
Okay, I
where
see what you're
you're
saying.
not going to see it for very long.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they don't say that,
Mm-hmm.
but there have been complaints from creators about this. And even I remember Kid Fury talking about this a while back, where he was like, because he is a TV writer and all that, so he's very much immersed in that world. And he was
Okay.
like, what's crazy to him is that they do make a lot of holiday programming. Like they love to be like, oh, spooky movie or spooky series, or we're gonna release 10 new movies for Christmas. And something that he said made a lot of sense to me. Why don't you just stop doing that? Because it's stuff
Right.
that people only watch in a specific time of year. And if you
And
did
then that's
that,
it.
you might have more money to put into these shows that people actually like. Just because everyone doesn't like it doesn't mean, or does, just because it doesn't look in the same mainstream way that your tentpole shows look,
Right.
doesn't mean that you can't invest in it if it has a following.
Totally agree.
So I wonder if this is a symptom of that also.
Maybe.
Um, because again, something like the Vince Staples show, I'm sure they consider to be niche and
Of
not
course.
necessarily like Bridgerton
Right.
or, Orange is the New Black. Like whatever their tentpole shows have been. So I don't know. I It kind of sucks. But I also feel like a lot of creators have been saying lately, like streaming is cool on one hand because yeah, you can kind of have control over how much content you're putting out. Like you don't have to create a show that has 23 episodes or whatever it is, but at the same time, uh, it really might be a short run,
Yeah.
and that can be the downside to it. So
Yeah, and again, just like I said with the last topic, I think you got to put this on your resume
yeah,
and see how you can get in the next door.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you had a show on Netflix. That's a huge deal. So
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
And maybe you can't have the Vince Staples show go somewhere else, but maybe you can help create another show or be a writer for another show or
yeah,
something like that. It doesn't mean that
hmm
all the doors are closed. Unless you burn the bridge, then I don't know. That's some behind the scenes information I wouldn't have. But if you are on good terms and you made relationships, you should be able to take those relationships possibly and go get something else in the works. We've seen that with other people. Like Childish Gambino has been a part of so many other projects
hmm
way before he was doing his own shows.
yeah.
So I think you could do the reverse. You know,
hmm
yeah,
I agree.
yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it for today.